Tip number 2, prioritize direct experience early and often. A critical aspect of skill development is gaining practical experience in the situation or context that you plan to apply the new skill. If you want to learn to code mobile apps, find a way to start working on simple apps as early as possible. If you're going to learn a new sport like basketball, join a pickup game sooner rather than later. And if you want to learn to speak a new language, look for opportunities to engage in basic conversations with a native speaker. This direct approach is in stark contrast to the way that many things are taught today. Much of what people learn is abstracted away from the real world, and many skills are taught in simplified, isolated environments. As ultra-learning author Scott H. Young explains, directly learning the thing we want feels too uncomfortable, boring, or frustrating. So we settle for some book, lecture, or app, hoping it will eventually make us better at the real thing. Unfortunately, this approach fails to address one of the most significant challenges in personal development, which is the problem of transfer. Transfer is what happens when you develop a skill in one context, such as shooting a basketball in a driveway, and then you apply it in another context, such as playing in a real game. The problem is that experience in one context often fails to transfer well into another. It's one thing for a basketball player to make shot after shot in a familiar, controlled environment, and yet it's another thing entirely to make a similar shot in a new environment in the face of a strong defender after receiving an awkward pass and being tired from running up and down the court. A great way to avoid the problem of transfer is to participate in the goal activity as early and as often as possible. Rather than focusing exclusively on isolated skill building, look for opportunities to get in the game on a regular basis. This kind of direct experience makes it easier to identify skills worth practicing, and it provides you with an environment to apply those skills as they're being refined. Now, of course, this may not be an option for every pursuit. Some activities will be too difficult, complex, or dangerous to dive right into. However, the ultimate goal should be to close this gap as quickly as possible. That way, you can gain real-world experience in applying what it is that you've been learning and avoid the trap of getting stuck in focusing entirely on isolated practice. Let's continue